guys, it's Pep from Pep here, and today we have kinda different video. So some of you guys asked for a comparison between two of, we can say, meta archetypes. I'm talking about Magician Girls and Elementsabers. So some of you asked for the reason why I prefer Magician Girls over Elementsabers, to play them with the invocation engine. So in this video I'm gonna explain you why, I'm gonna go through the reasons and all the explanation that will help you not understand why I prefer Magician Girls, but will give you the chance to choose, knowing which are the downsides and the upper sides of both the archetypes. So before going deep into it, guys, this is kinda a new series of videos, so if you like this series and you wanna more episodes about comparison between two meta archetypes, let me know by leaving a like, subscribe of course if you wanna support the channel, and don't forget to leave a comment to let me know if you agree, if there are some aspects that I miss in my analysis, and also if you like to, see some other archetypes to be compared. So let's go deep into it. As you can see right here, this is the deck list of my last video, so in which, as you can see, I play Magician Girls, and in the comments some of you guys asked why I play Magician Girls instead of Elementsabers. So there are, we can say, a couple of reasons actually, more than a couple of reasons why I prefer Magician Girls. So let's go first with Magician Girls, okay? So the first thing is that they, we can say, has the Elementsabers. They all have, a monster for each attribute, and this is a good thing for invocation play, because invocation just rely on fusion monsters that can be summoned with different attribute monsters. So you need different attributes to summon different fusion monsters. So the first point right here will be given to Magician Girls. Why? Because Magician Girls have their own attributes, and you can definitely play. In the best builds, you play the Berry Magician Girl, the Chocolate Magician Girl, and the Apple Magician Girl, that they have respectively Hearth, Water, and Fire attributes. On the other side, Elementsabers have. They also have their own monsters with their own attributes, but you definitely play only Molehu and La Pahulia that are, only dark and light attributes. So we can put those right here, Elementsaber. So you definitely play only Molehu and La Pahulia because, they are the strongest, or we can say the ones with useful effect. The other are not cool enough, are not good enough to be meta. So this is the first point to Magician Girl. So what we have? Then we have the fact that Berry Magician Girl is, we can say, jolly. So it's a searcher and it's a defender. So it's a searcher because on summon she will get you look for a Magician Girl of your choice. So this will mean that you're gonna be able to search the attribute monster you need for the invocation play you wanna make. Really easy. Also Berry, as the other Magician Girl, has its own defensive effect. So once that she's targeted or attacked, she can special summon a Magician Girl from the deck, and boost up your defense. So another point to Magician Girl for the speed. We can definitely say that the Magician Girls are quicker for the invocation play, while with the Elementsabers you need them to be in the graveyard to activate their effect, to change attributes, and then you can go for the invocation play. Then we have another good thing, another important thing to Magician Girl, that's draw power. Magician Girls give you draw power because not only with Barry you get to search for a Magician Girl you want, but you also have Chocolate Magician Girl that lets you discard a spellcaster monster to draw for another card. So you have more draw power with Magician Girls than with Elementsabers. Also, Magician Girls had another point in their favor. They have a recycling ability. The recycling ability actually is the Apple Magician Girls one, because when she gets destroyed, you get to add to your hand from the graveyard one of each Magician Girl you have. So if you have another apple, a chocolate, and a berry, you get to add those three to the hand. Of course, you can just choose. You can also choose, to leave one in the graveyard if you have a chocolate magician on the field. Also, another, and I think this is the most important thing for Magician Girl, is that Magician Girls have a really, really low chance to break. Because most of the times, guys, if you have a berry in your hand, you're fine. Because with berry, you're safe for any kind of situation. For example, I'm gonna give you the example of Black Wings. Imagine opening your first turn against a Blackwing that has his full combo with the berry. With the berry, you're simply fine, because you just need to summon the berry. Berry will activate her effect, so you get to add, I will suggest you, a Chocolate Magician Girl to your hand. Then, whatever thing your opponent is gonna do with Black Wings, you need to wait to activate Berry's effect until they target your berry with the Riraiki, the Rain Shower, so to destroy it. Once that they target Berry, you're gonna activate the effect, you're gonna special summon an apple, and you're fine, because they can no longer destroy your cards, and you have an apple on the field, a berry in the grave, and a chocolate in your hand. And this means that if he attacks, he's gonna get screwed up, because he's gonna get his monsters with Alvid attack, so you're gonna be perfectly fine. Instead, let's go to Elementsabers. We have the first thing that we have already said, they're slower. They're slower because of the fact you cannot play the fire type monsters because it's limited to one. Otherwise, you cannot play Kakatas. It is also limited to one. There is lower, so you need to have one of them in the graveyard to activate the effect of changing attribute, and then you can go for the invocation play. So first thing, there is lower. The second aspect is that, of course, they're good because they can break your opponent combos. I'm talking about not only synchro combos thanks to Moleu that can set a monster your opponent controls, for example the Tuna, so that your opponent cannot go for a synchro summon. But also you can break your opponent combos in terms of spell and traps, because you have La Pajulia that can negate one spell trap activation per turn. But what's the downside of this so good effect? That they cannot be activated unless you have another Elementsaber monster in your hand or the Palace, so the field spell. And guys, you can be lucky and have those cards in your hand or on the field, but you know that it's not gonna happen always. So you definitely have to accept the fact that with Magician Girls, it's easier to be protected for your by the effect or the attacks of your opponent's monsters. So another downside of Elementsaber, if you compare them to Magician Girls, is that they have no recycle. So they can change the attribute in the graveyard, but once that they attacked, they're gonna get destroyed. You have no recycling effect. So once that you have all the Moleu or all the La Pajulia in the grave, you can do anything else. You can do anything, and also you cannot, of course, use their effect to set monsters or negating spell and trap cards. And also because of this, you will need traps or other kind of cards to keep them on the field. Why this thing is not true for magician girls. They can protect themselves thanks to their own effect. For example, even in the late game with a chocolate magician girl will always be able to protect herself from attacks. Of course, keep in mind that. And also you have to think about the fact that with no palace, if you in your starting hand you have no palace and only one monster, you have basically bricked, because that monster is gonna be useless because you're not gonna be able to use his effect. Even if it's a molecular, a paulia, we don't care, because if we do not have a palace or another element saber in our hand, we're not gonna be able to use that effect, and you have basically bricked. So keep in mind that, guys, these are the reason why I prefer magician girls over Elementsabers. I hope you understand all the explanation, and of course feel free to ask me whatever you want in the comment section down below. And as I told you before, guys, if you like these series, these episodes of this serie, so if you like these comparisons, let me know, leave a like, and also of course ask me about other archetypes that you want me to do a comparison, so we can compare them and see together which are the pros and the contras, or the pros and the cons of all these things, and see, together which is the best archetype you can play. So guys, hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.